Putting you on blast.
You're on blast. Okay.
Okay, wait. Fix this. I mean, are we loving the hat?
Yeah, we're loving the hat.
I think we're loving the hat.
We're loving the hat.
I think you need a hat.
Okay.
Oh my God. I think we need to warm up a little bit because you're stressing me out.
Am I stressing you out?
A little bit.
I don't want to be stressing you out. The phone's off. Please don't spoil the movie with your own soundtrack. Welcome back to a very special episode of Hustle and Schmear, or as we're calling it, Movie Schmoovies. I'm Jason Salstein.
I'm Liz Cohen. This episode is for the VHS kids, the blockbuster aisle wanderers, the ones who still quote, "Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead," like scripture, because let's be honest, film shaped our childhoods just as much as our parents did.
This episode is all about the movies that raised us, ruined us, and made us who we are. Emotionally unstable and overly nostalgic.
From Home Alone to Hook, Clue to Clueless, we're breaking down the iconic films that defined our formidable years and stay with us throughout our lives.
And yes, there will be at least 3 references to You've Got Mail, and of course, Coming to America. This is Movie Schmoovies. Grab your popcorn. Today, we are at the movies. And I think that really leads me to my first question, Liz.
What?
Are you a movie goer, or do you wait till it arrives on demand?
This is a tough one for me because back in the day, there was so much excitement about going to the movies. It was an event. It was something to do at night. And I feel like we're missing that more and more now. Like, it doesn't feel eventful just to watch it at home, but that's what I end up doing a lot more now.
Why is that, though?
It's a couple things. Well, I think post-COVID, I remember going back to the theater and I went to the iPic Theater in New York and they made you sit apart. And then I had a woman, she had the light on her phone throughout the whole thing. Late, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I don't have to deal with this in the comfort of my home.
Much better to be on your couch. You can go to the bathroom when you want and hit pause.
But then you're missing out on some of that fun and some of that collective watching. They're both great.
Any movies or theater memories when you were younger?
I remember in Staten Island, you would go to the bowling alley. It was right next to the movie theater. It was one or the other or both. It was a crazy wild night.
Oh, at the
And
set.
I just remember, like, I'm sure you could sneak in too and try and see a double header. That was always fun. I just remember it being a fun experience and everyone laughed together in the theater. It was a thing to do at night. It was a fun thing on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
Miss it. Oh
I
my
went
God.
on a date, I remember.
Okay.
One of my first movie experiences, well, it wasn't my first movie, but it was my first date type of experience. I went with
Okay.
Patricia Delgado, who's married to Justin Peck now.
Okay.
She used to dance with Craig at Miami City Ballet. David went with us. We saw City of Angels with Meg Ryan and Nicolas
That
Cage.
one. Where he
About the
dies.
hospital, and he's an angel. And I just remember that line, "You cut me in the kitchen. I cut you." No, it was "I cut you." She cuts
Okay.
him and he doesn't bleed. And she starts freaking out. She's a doctor and he's really looking over her. Anyway, that was the song Uninvited by Alanis Morissette.
I don't remember that one. What's that?
Like an uncharted tale. No, okay, we'll scratch that out. Never heard that?
I don't think. I'm sure I did.
You're uninvited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
well,
cut that shit out.
I was gonna say I think Alanis does a better rendition, but
Yeah, for
I
sure. Okay, that was one memory. Then there was a memory. We were going to see Scream.
Oh my God,
Scream
so
came
good.
out, and Adam's brother was an extra in it. They taped it at Emory in Atlanta.
Oh, that's fun.
It was one of the opening scenes. It wasn't anything scary. He just walked by. But it was all of us going. It was sold out everywhere. So we had to go to Cutler Ridge. Honestly, we were the only white dudes there. And we're
Was
sitting
this
in.
the first Scream? Classic.
And I don't even know. Maybe we're like 15, 14, 15. I can't remember if we drove there, if we got dropped off. And we're all sitting probably
What in the full
10th row, 10th row.
Okay, good choice.
And all of a sudden, some guy grabs me, but I didn't know what it was, and scares me, and the whole movie theater started laughing. Everybody started laughing. During a scary scene, the guy reached over and grabbed my shoulder. And
Did he scream?
yeah, of course I screamed.
Bloody murder.
That was probably one of the funniest things that happened to us when we were younger. That was a memory that we'll always remember.
Well, first of all, I need to talk about Scream because that was intense, but maybe we'll get to it later. But what I do remember also is someone shushing my little sister during the movie, and my mom went into like tiger mode, and I
Was she
think they,
talking during the movie?
well, I don't know. She may have been crinkling the popcorn. If she
Oh,
was talking during the movie, fine, you got to tell your kids to be quiet. But
right.
I think she was rustling and eating candy. And I just remember my mom going like,
Going off.
let's just say my mom goes into a different mode. It was
Oh,
interesting.
I'm
Anyway, I
aware.
remember
I
that.
mean,
I
again,
remember that.
I can't help that my mom's Robin Salstein.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna love that. Like,
But one more memory that I have to say. We're in Town and Country Theater. Stephen, David,
what's
Adam.
that?
It's down in Kendall. I'm wearing these blue Adidas track pants with
Oh,
the white. I'm wearing an orange oversized Nautica t-shirt. I used to wear this
oh,
outfit a lot. For some reason, I combined these two. I remember we were waiting for the movie to start in the lobby, and we were going to make a phone call or something. And I said, I got a quarter. I started running, and I slipped. Everybody saw me slip in the middle of Town and Country, a movie theater. And I just went flying. That's another
that
thing that I will never
sucks.
forget as well. Yeah.
And what
Tragic.
happened? Did you
I
like?
ended up like this.
We're probably going to ask the same thing because I'm thinking about I like to get to the movie early, and this was always a challenge with people who lived in Miami because my Miami friends, you had to
Yeah, yeah.
lie about the movie time because
Right.
they would be,
30 minutes it starts before,
yeah,
right?
I want to get there early. I want to pick my seat. Like,
Right.
where
This
are
is
you?
before you could buy your seat and select it.
Yeah, now it's different. You're right because you could choose it on the app, but like before that, you had to like get there early to get prime real estate in the theater. Where were you sitting?
I would always try to be upper and center is what I would
Okay.
like. That's what I want. I want stadium seating. Don't put a jug head in front of me. I mean,
Well, that's the other thing. I like when there's multiple aisles because I want to be on an aisle that's closer to the center.
yeah, but back
I
then
need
the theaters
easy
were not as
access
advanced.
out. So I'd rather sit on the end.
I won't go to a movie if I have to sit front row. I'd rather return the
Oh yeah,
ticket.
you'll just
Yeah.
wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
I do look at the exit.
I look at the exits. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
Are you peeing during the movie?
That was always the thing. I had to go right before, like right before it starts. So
It's all mental.
so
Like, yeah,
mental.
I'll pee
Also,
before and
it's
then I'll
like,
sit
are you
down and then
gonna
I'll be like,
drink?
oh, I gotta go. What?
Well, right. Also, the water. Do you pace it out? Are you drinking the whole? Like, I cannot drink the whole. You got to be mindful of it. I want to get into some questions. We're talking about fun movies. We talk a lot about movies
Yeah,
anyway.
we do. Even though I'm not a really movie person, I don't consider myself a movie person. I
Oh,
like movies, but I don't. I used to like them when I was younger, and I don't go to the theater as much. But there were really movies that I grew
sure.
up
Also,
with.
I do feel like, and I'm sure everyone says this, but I feel like our movies when we were growing up, sorry, they were just the best.
When we saw movies, there weren't so many remakes. Now there's remakes of movies
And
that,
maybe there were, and we just weren't aware of it. But anyway, it
yeah, like
felt.
Sabrina was a good remake. I loved Sabrina.
Oh, the show, the TV show, or the movie?
Oh, the movie. This is Schmoovies. Sabrina with Julia Ormond and Harrison Ford and Greg Kinnear.
Oh, that's Sabrina. Speaking of movies that are ingrained in your head,
Yeah.
which movie changed your life or worldview?
Probably the movie that impacted me the most was Goonies.
Okay.
I think Goonies
Why?
was, well, I have a theory that I think the Goonies was impactful because of how old I was when I saw it. I would say I was anywhere from 9 to 12, right? And during that time, who wouldn't want to go on an adventure to try to find pirate ship and gold? And I think every character was so different, and seeing Mouth just curse, and then of course I was in love with Brandon Wall.
Wait,
Shout out
who was
to Josh Brolin.
he was the football
Yeah,
player?
I was jealous of Andy. Andy, you Goonie! Goonies was really big, and then obviously, well, not obviously, but
Okay.
Birdcage was a big movie for me because it was the first time that I saw or was exposed to gay culture and Miami nightlife in drag. I don't
How
go.
old were you at the time? Do you remember?
I guess
Like
I
what
was
grade?
probably 13.
Okay.
Probably 13. Seeing Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, and Hank Azaria, it was
Mhm.
just it was just a really great movie. I thought it was interesting to see those characters being played. So I would say Goonies and Birdcage.
Okay.
How about you?
I don't know if any changed my worldview necessarily, although I will say movies around traveling and Jane Austen novels, but seeing the movies and then portrayed on the grand
Movies like
screen.
Pride and Prejudice movie?
Yeah, like I just, yeah, sorry, I loved it, but it was
Storybook
probably
Theater or PBS?
but all of it, all of the above. But a specific memory I have that definitely, it was just a memory I'll never forget. And it was a time where we needed laughter and fun. I was at NYU undergrad. 9/11 happens. It's like the world is insane.
I was there,
Feel
but
like
I
it's
didn't know you were there.
and you couldn't go below 14th Street unless you lived there. We lived there. There was a movie theater, and it was just something to do because it was a couple days later. You didn't really know what was going on. You heard Black Hawk Down helicopters. It was crazy. And we went to go see Zoolander. And I remember, and I'm sure it's a great classic anyway, but watching it in the theater with New Yorkers when we were all uncertain about the world in general, and everyone was laughing, and it was 2 hours of forgetting about the world. That was super memorable,
It's in
and
the
loved
computer.
it. Yeah, it's in the computer, or like it's a center for ants, you know. Anyway, just
That
the
was good.
best and the
Ben
best.
Stiller, he
He
is
is
great.
great.
Tropic
Several.
Thunder
Tropic
also.
Thunder is
I
amazing.
actually heard that they were thinking about making Tropic Thunder 2 or doing a spin-off with the Tom Cruise character.
I want to do favorite films of all time.
Ooh.
Give me your top three.
Favorite films of all time?
Quote from them, something.
Yeah, my favorite films of all time, Goonies is one of them.
Hmm.
Manhattan Murder Mystery with Woody Allen and
Yeah,
Diane Keaton. Alan
classic.
Alda. Joy Behar has a cameo, and
Classic.
Angelica Houston. Love it. And then a movie that I could watch over and over, changed my perspective a bit, was Great Expectations with Gwyneth Paltrow and Ethan Hawke. And Robert De Niro. Ethan Hawke was a kid from the Keys. It was his journey. It was an adaptation of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. He ends up being a painter and having a gallery show in New York City. I love that movie. I remember it was all green lit. A Perfect Murder too. Gwyneth Paltrow actually was in another movie that I love. Perfect Murder was with Viggo Mortensen
Remember.
Douglas, and he hires a hitman to kill her to
Yeah.
get the money. We don't want to spoil it, but she
Watch
lives.
it.
Yeah. Liz, what is your top three films of all time?
Top three films. Honestly, I can't choose three. They rotate. But Goodfellas is always up there. Actually,
Goodfellas, it's Lorraine Bracco.
Lorraine Bracco. Joe Pesci's in it. Everybody's in it. Ray Liotta. And he passed away.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Ray.
Yeah.
So good. Honorable mention to A Bronx Tale. Excellent movie.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yep.
Clueless is obviously up there all the time. Emma adaptation. Love it. That's so good.
Another Jane Austen novel.
Exactly, novel. And then the last one is probably something Wes Anderson. Any Wes Anderson. Just obsessed with.
I
But
thought you were a Breakfast Club girl with the 16.
I love A Breakfast Club. I love A 16 Candles. That's up there for sure. That's what I'm saying. I can't pick three.
Right. All right. Animated films this time around.
Okay.
Obviously, I have
So many.
I have a special love for animated films. Everybody, it takes 24 drawings to make 1 second of animated film. But back in the day, when I was younger and we were exposed to animated film, it was Snow White, Cinderella, Fantasia. I thought Sword in the Stone was an underrated film. Yeah,
Close it out. King Arthur.
that's
So
right.
good.
Lion King, I remember seeing it at Camp Pinewood crying. I was 13 years old in the theater.
Scar.
It was when Scar threw Mufasa. And when he says he sees him in the stars, that was a tearjerker. Nemo was excellent. Toy Story was excellent. They really hit the mark there. I love the golden age of Disney. And I also love when Little Mermaid really hit because it was Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. Their music by Alan Menken and Howard Ashman really just made them have this renaissance and came back. And
Well, I remember watching it in school in the auditorium, and we would sit for Little Mermaid. I don't know why. Maybe it was during an auditorium break.
be
So good.
where the people are. I want to see them dancing. Okay.
And then she has the fork with the hair.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Now, honorable mention, which really deserves its own category, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I wouldn't call that animated, though. That was totally different.
No,
That
it
was
was a mix of
interactive.
animated and live action. I think it was Steven Spielberg who said one of his favorite performances ever was Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, the cop.
Yeah. Who actually was Smee in Hook.
I knew that. By the way, side note, one of the best rides in Disney World, Peter Pan, and you're flying above. I love it. You have the neon. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Liz, what was your favorite?
Well, honestly, you took all of mine, but I will say Aladdin for sure was a big one for me because Jasmine, it was like she had dark hair, she was a princess, it felt very me. I loved it. I wanted to be her. She was Middle Eastern. It was one of the best ones. And you know what else? I got the music to play on the piano. I went full circle with it. I had all the Disney songs to play on the piano.
Like you would play them yourself?
Mhm.
You played the piano.
Back in the day, I don't play anymore.
And so I fell in love.
All right, ready for this one? And I don't even know if I have an answer to this one, but the worst picture
Is the
is
worst pictured or should it be overhyped picture? Because I have plenty. I think Back to the Future is overhyped.
okay.
I think
Stop right
Ferris
there.
Bueller.
Wait. What? Why are you picking classics to say they're overhyped?
Well, they're classics.
Ferris Bueller, when they're
Ferris
walking,
Bueller.
when he's in
Everybody's allowed.
Chicago walking through the art museum and they're holding hands, and it's just like it's so with the car when he's spinning it to try and get the pedal. Are you?
Everybody's allowed an opinion.
Why
I just
not?
never loved Back to the Future. I never loved Ferris Bueller, and I can't get into Star Wars.
I love Star Wars and I love the Star Wars world now and Disney and all the rides. But if you're not into, I'm not into sci-fi though. I wouldn't even say I'm into sci-fi, but it's an amazing movie. But I get if you're not into space and that kind of.
No, I didn't
I
love
mean,
it.
it's great.
I really liked Indiana Jones though. I thought that
Oh,
was
Indiana Jones is great too, but it's two different.
Kalima. What?
Remember when it was snakes and he doesn't like snakes?
Oh yeah, yeah. But I was saying when he grabs the heart out of that guy's chest.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I wouldn't even call that the worst picture. I would just say they're the classics that you
Well, that's
don't.
why we're overhyped because worst movies to me are like Sharknado. I mean, what are worst movies?
Yeah, or I was gonna say like all of the scare, like I don't like
I don't watch scary movies either.
movies.
Yeah, no.
And someone tried to show me Saw once, and I was like, no, this is terrible. Or even that other one, the Human Centipede. Like, oh, like why would they make the?
I watched The Ring, I remember, at Danny Corona's house. The first 60 seconds, we stopped it. The opening scene where they come out of the TV shit, no. There's
What? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Don't ever see scary movies like
I
that.
don't want.
Brett
Oh, let me
Lumley.
tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. There was one where you had to say Candyman.
No, that's in
I
the
hated
mirror, right?
it.
Is that in the mirror?
And let me tell you, we would do it at sleepovers, and then people would go in and they would make you go do it. And I'm just like, why? Why conjure up something that you don't need to conjure? Oh, did you see the comedian who bought the house in Amityville, like with the scary Ann doll? Why would you do that?
I saw something like that.
Why
Amityville
would you
Horror.
do
I
that?
remember seeing Amityville
Yeah.
Horror. It was at Scott Sachs's backyard, and we were in a tent camping out. We were camping in someone's backyard. That's how Jewish people camp. If it's not in the
Honestly, the
desert.
only camping I
Right?
want to do.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that's the first time I saw a movie with tits in it. I wasn't interested. But it was a big deal for everyone.
Did you know right away that you?
Everyone's like, oh my God, boobs. I
Like,
was like, can we choose this movie?
Um,
Spin Drip?
Fever Tree ginger beer, excellent. If you haven't tried it,
Ginger beer. It feels very hot, Harry Potter-ish, which I loved Harry
It's a
Potter.
fun.
I
Yeah,
loved
it
Harry
is.
Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter was great. I
Harry
love that
Potter
they.
1 was my favorite, even though it might not be the best film in the sense.
I will say, this is good. The Lesser Evil. I like a hot popcorn. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Let's talk about scary movies that we don't see and that we don't like. I hate scary movies. I really
but
won't
what
know.
about-
My ex-boyfriend loved scary movies. He's like, oh, you don't want to go see it? No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see any suffering. I don't want to see any brutality. I don't need to be scared. If we're going to say scary movies, maybe movies that I thought were on the macabre side. I liked Beetlejuice. I liked
Oh,
Witches. I
This
watched
was great with that.
Monster Squad was good. Wolf
Wait, let me tell you about Witches for a second. We had a girl, of course, with the purple eyes.
where she scratches the painting and they're in the painting.
Don't they turn into mice too or something like
Yeah,
that?
Bruno.
Yeah, so let me tell you, we had a girl sleeping over at my house. She had to call her mom after we saw Witches. She was so scared.
Really?
Go home. I'll never forget it. I was judging a little bit. Lorenzo peed on my bedroom rug, but it's okay, Mom. Just remember when
Is Lorenzo allowed in the theater?
Lorenzo is a service animal, and so, look, this is what he wants. He just wants to sit here.
Let's get back to some scary macabre movies.
Okay, so you
Remember
might.
Lost Boys?
I
That was
do.
the vampire movie.
Oh, yeah. What was the other vampire movie with Brad Pitt and what's her face?
Oh, Interview with the Vampire with
Yes.
Kirsten Dunst.
I remember seeing that in the theaters in California, and it was this huge theater. That was a good movie.
That was Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
And Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah. Kirsten.
You say that? Kirsten, you're
I
right.
think his name was Lestat, right? That was an Anne Rice novel.
That made me read Anne Rice.
Oh,
And they like got into one or two of them, and I was like, nah, I'm done with this.
it was Queen of the Damned was the other big one
Mhm.
of hers, right? Okay,
Wait,
I have to say an honorable mention goes to Little
what?
Monsters with Fred Savage as Brian and Maurice with Howie
Oh,
Mandel. That was a
okay.
weird ass movie, but what
Spooky.
about you?
I don't even know if I you mentioned Scream. You
Yeah,
mentioned Scream.
but like Hocus Pocus also could fall into that category.
That was okay. Even Casper, maybe. Oh, but
Remember
one
me
of
this
mine.
way. I loved Casper. I
Yeah,
love that
Casper was
song.
good.
Oh,
Casper was
that was
good.
Bill Pullman and
Yeah,
Christina Ricci.
yeah.
That was an
Christina
excellent.
Ricci when she was a kid. What was the one? It's the four of them who Rosie O'Donnell was in it. They were on a bike. It was so good. Then and Now. Demi Moore was in it, and it was like
Oh, it
them
was them as
and
girls and them as a
then
women.
later. It was so good.
Okay.
Okay, I want to get to my favorite one. New York movies that exude New York, make you reminiscent. What
New
are
York,
the
I love
best?
you.
New York, I love you.
Oh, there are so many movies that took place in New York and that New York was a character. Obviously, You've Got Mail, phenomenal. My other favorite New York movie, Manhattan Murder Mystery, A
Yeah.
Perfect Murder, and
You mentioned the murder one.
Home Alone 2.
Wait, why two and not why?
Because Home
Oh,
Alone 2 took place in New York.
oh, the plaza. I forgot that was two. You're right. That was great. I still like Home Alone, the
I
original.
prefer 1 over 2, but 2
Yes.
was great. And I remember seeing Macaulay as a young kid in New York, thinking, I want to be in New York when,
Oh,
and
for
like,
sure. And you're like ordering pizza in the limo.
yeah.
Great. Great, great, great,
And
great.
then at FAO Schwartz, but he really didn't go to FAO Schwartz. He went to Duncan's Toy Chest. It was big with Tom Hanks. That was FAO.
Oh, where he's on the piano
Yeah.
dancing.
Was it a piano or a xylophone? It was a piano, right?
I think it was a piano and he's dancing on the piano. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Right.
You mentioned Woody Allen movies, and for me, that is the epitome of what New York is, whether it's Everyone Says I Love You or the newer one with Timothy Chalamet. So
Yeah.
good.
A rainy day in New York.
A Rainy Day in New York. Thank you. It's
That
just
was
so
good.
great.
That was a good one.
New
Just
York.
yeah, because New York is featured and it makes you fall
New
in love.
York is the main character, and then everyone else is supporting.
Put it to Miami movies. I mentioned Birdcage. Bad Boys was a movie that was big that took place in Miami.
Oh yeah, that was very Miami. You're right.
Of
Oh yeah, I
course.
was just gonna say Scarface. Scarface is probably like the
Top Miami movie
it's the
that
top.
people say so. But
Remember, you showed me the place where were we? We were walking on
we're by
Ocean
the
Drive.
CVS on Ocean Drive. That the scene where he gets chopped up in the bathtub or sawed.
Is that the scene? Okay.
All right, so we're gonna play a little game called "Quote Me on That."
What is it?
This is where we say movie titles and we try to think of either one saying, phrase, or quote that we can remember from the movies. Well, you seem so excited that.
Well, I'm just not good at the quotes.
Well, you'll go first.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Adventures in Babysitting.
Don't-
First of all, before you even get into it,
Yeah.
let's just walk through. If you haven't seen it, for people who are watching,
One of the best
I mean-
movies.
who's in it?
Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, so good.
And I think also Vincent D'Onofrio was.
Oh, I forgot. He plays the Thor guy. Yep.
And actually, Brad, the brother,
Yeah.
who's getting babysat,
Oh,
is
he was
also Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Yes, yes, and he's always like the brother. He had a moment. Remember the scene? Okay, so say the quote.
Don't fuck with the hounds of hell. Don't fuck with the babysitter.
Yeah, yeah. Great.
That was in the train, and then he takes the knife and
Wasn't it shit?
No.
But he didn't really get the toe. Oh no, he did get the toe. They had to go to the hospital.
What about one of our favorite? I mean, we talked about this before, where she's in the phone booth and her glasses are broken, and she's petting what she thinks is
she
a
thinks
cat.
it's
and
a cat. It's a rat. No, that was her in the train station. The other thing that scared me was when the little girl who has the Thor hat on goes, and then she's on the side of the building. Where were they, in Chicago?
Yeah.
Then they're racing home to beat the parent. Remember, she looked identical to the girl in the Playgirl.
Yes.
The whole
Yes.
thing.
Right.
The whole thing mistaken
Yeah.
for this Playgirl. And
What an underrated movie.
so good.
So
That if that was on right now, 100%
So
would be
here's
on.
my question. If you've never seen it, is there a threshold where you can't see movies after a certain age if you haven't seen it?
Oh, like it's not good anymore.
Like if
Like,
you're 18 and you see Goonies and you didn't see Goonies when you're 12, you
yeah, it's like,
might resonate the
no,
same way.
you're right. I think that nostalgia definitely plays a part in it because I remember showing my sisters 16 Candles, which I loved, and also what's oh my God, I'm like turning into what's the one where they're in the detention?
The Breakfast Club.
Oh my God.
And I never
The
saw it.
Breakfast Club is a must. I showed both of those
Just so
movies.
everyone knows,
Well,
Jason Salstein,
huh?
never got detention once. Never.
Okay, neither did I.
Okay, high five.
Yeah, that was easy though.
I'll give you a movie and you got to give me a quote.
Oh, all right.
Clueless.
Okay, well, we mentioned this one on an earlier episode, but I don't do sports where balls are flying at my nose.
I
That's
did it.
one. And then the other one was You're a Virgin Who Can't Drive. That wasn't
Shout
good.
out Brittany Murphy.
Oh,
She was
R.I.P.
so talented too.
Excellent. She really was. It just had a 30th anniversary. Can you believe?
Rolling with the homie.
Homies, rolling with the
I love that.
homies. Okay, ready? Your next one is Goonies, the classic.
It's
Yeah.
Ruth, baby. Ruth, which is sloth. I
Yeah.
also like, I want to be a scallopini. That's mouth. That's,
Who
yeah,
said that?
mouth. When they're at the restaurant with the Fratellis in the beginning and they're like, what do you want? And they say
I-
water and the water's yellow.
Oh, I don't remember that. But did I tell you I
Oh,
met
no.
Chunk in LA later in life? He was an entertainment attorney. Very
Oh, you
nice.
did tell me this. And I told you that.
Very nice.
And I told you that when Craig was working with Steven Spielberg, he asked about the Goonies and shared the story that Baby Ruth was his favorite candy bar.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
But the classic line from that movie is, "Hey, you guys." I mean, that's classic.
Or I love No Pen, No Sign, where at the end scene,
No.
they got a sign.
I don't think anyone knows that.
You know who knows that? Craig Salstein knows that.
Okay, sorry.
And then she pulls out the jewels.
Watch it again. I don't remember it. Okay.
Okay, I know this is one of your favorite movies, so you got to be quick, all right? Dirty Dancing, go.
Okay. The classic is Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner.
That's what he says?
Yes, pretty
What does
sure.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Because she was Baby. Baby was the curly hair. Baby was Jennifer, what's her face, before the nose job.
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer Grey. She talks about how the nose job changed her career.
She didn't get any work after it.
Yeah, because she looked like a different person.
Right.
That was the issue.
He says nobody puts baby in the corner. In what context?
I don't know. Can you Google it? Because
The
maybe I'm
corniness
wrong.
level just keeps getting higher and higher for me on
Oh.
that movie. I, as a gay, have never seen Dirty Dancing.
Okay, what do you want, a gold star?
No, I'm just saying.
You're missing out on it. I feel like you need
I
to.
don't think so. Just the line alone, "Don't put baby in the corner," gives me the heebie-jeebies, to be honest with you.
You have to watch it. It's so good. I feel like you'll like it. I do feel like you'll like it. Let's do one more. Lorenzo is ready for us to move on.
All right, let's go, Lorenzo.
Okay, for you, A Perfect Murder, since that's one of your faves.
That's not happiness to see me. Oh, that was such a good line. She knows that he's the one that set up to kill her.
You put
And-
the hit on it?
Yeah, and she is in it, surprises him in his office. It was such a good movie. Now, Steven, this is over. So good. I loved it. I love that movie so much.
But wait, we can't leave this section without a quote from a classic movie.
Right. Give me Taxi Driver.
All right, obviously everyone knows this one. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Classic.
I'm talking to you so much that you're going to tell me one more before we end this segment.
No.
Ready?
What?
Hook. Go. 1, 2, 3. Rufio!
I don't
No, you don't know Rufio?
I know Rufio, but that's not what I think of when I think
Oh.
of Hook. Okay, is it time for?
Time for a segment we like to call
Oh,
Call Your Mother.
oh my God! Do we have the incomparable Robin Salstein on the line?
She's quite
Woo!
the movie critic, by the way.
Is she? I want to
Yeah.
know what her favorite movies are. Let's get her on.
And action.
Oh, you look fabulous. Also, very sunny in New York still.
Hello.
It is very sunny.
So, she's wearing pajamas.
I
You
love
told me
that.
to wear pajamas. I didn't know.
We're in our pajamas, too.
Is that your pajamas?
Yeah.
No, that's your pajamas. They look great. Jason, oh, I love those. Is that a Dalmatian?
I think it's a dog. I'm wearing an Oscar.
She's wearing an Oscar for the movie episode.
Oh my God, I love that. That is so cool.
All right, Mom. Well, thanks for joining us on this
Thank
edition of Hustle
you.
Schmear called Movies Schmoovies.
Here.
My first question is, what is your favorite movie of all time?
This is really, really hard.
Okay, I know.
It's hard
Yeah.
because the love I have for these three movies is
Okay, I'm
sort
gonna
of
say the top three.
sort of the same. And I don't want people to think that it's just because it's Godfather 1 and Godfather 2.
Oh,
But
but
it is Godfather 1 and
no, I know
Godfather
I
2.
didn't.
Because if you just watch the background scenery, how
Mhm.
Coppola uses the people in the movies and how real it is, it's mind blowing. And every time it's on, and when I'm changing the channel,
Yeah,
I'm done. It's on.
it's on. Now,
Yeah.
do you like some people like the second even more than the first
No,
one?
it's really, I'm telling you, this is where 1 and 2 is really hard.
Three happens. Obviously, that's nobody's favorite, but
3, here's what I do with 3. I turn the sound off and just watch Andy Garcia.
ooh, are you
That's
an
my
Andy
that's
Garcia
my guy.
fan?
So
So handsome. I'm sidetracking here, but what's your favorite Andy Garcia movie?
anything,
Okay.
and
Ocean's 11, Godfather.
Ocean's 11, he's so good
no,
in.
no, 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 he is so good. Then there's they're in the FBI. You know that I'm getting old, so it doesn't matter. But
I don't know.
anything he's in,
Any-
it doesn't matter. I can turn the sound off. Really, I mean
Mhm.
it's lame, but my other movie that is up there is the 1996 film. I believe the director was Barry Levinson.
What's that?
That's my guess for what she's about to say.
I don't know
Oh,
what you wrote, but
oh,
it's
Sleepers.
Sleepers.
Oh, Jason, how'd you guess that?
Because
Yeah,
my mother, she's obsessed with it. It's because it is such a good movie as
Hey,
well.
which
Even though
movie?
the subject matter is so sensitive
Remember it.
about molestation.
Oh,
it's supposed to be real.
wait, who's in it?
It's about a detention school that they were sent to,
Okay, got
and everyone is in it. There's Dustin Hoffman,
Oh,
Pitt, Jason Patrick, Billy
whoa.
Crudup, Ron Eldard, who I have a thing for, the older actor Vittorio Gassman, who no, you guys wouldn't know, Kevin Bacon,
Whoa.
Robert De Niro,
What?
best scene ever. Jason Patrick is telling him a story about what happened. And the way they make it, you don't really hear all the words. The camera is zoomed right into De Niro's face, and De Niro doesn't speak, and his eyes it's the whole thing right there. The whole thing. It's so powerful. I mean, there's the part the part that's hard to watch. I don't watch.
Okay.
I just zoom through it because I can't watch it, but it's great. It's
Like Requiem for a Dream, which it's a great movie, but it is so depressing and weird at the end. I know.
I don't even.
I know. Okay, you know what else? This movie, not that it has anything to do with it, but it reminded me of a movie that we didn't talk about yet, which was
Atreyu! Never ending story.
School Ties.
Oh, School Ties.
School Ties, that was so good. Brendan Fraser, and he has to hide the Jewish star. And then it's Matt Damon as the anti-Semite. I remember loving it. I also loved Matt Damon in that movie. He's a very good actor.
I think so is Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, and not just because they're good looking.
Yeah.
I think they're really good actors.
No, they're really good. Jason, you have the next one.
Yeah, I do have another question. What was your first movie theater experience?
This will really resonate with you, Jason, because this was my first movie experience that I remember. My grandmother took me to the movies on Kings Highway in Brooklyn. I was about 7 and my mother was sick, so my grandmother was taking care of me. And we saw the Boston Strangler. That's it. There you have it.
And what, were you scared or?
No,
I think that she should remove you from the theater.
no, we were just watching it, and I just never.
Oh, you know what movie did that to me? And it wasn't really supposed to be a scary movie. You took us to this movie, and I'll never forget. Went to the movies with my parents, and we saw Batman, the original.
No, we wore Batman shirts. We wore Batman.
That's fun.
Yeah, when the parents get killed, and he says, "You ever dance with the devil in the moonlight?" From there, I was worried that my parents were going to get.
the anxiety set in. But that was such a memorable scene.
I love when I lock my door, shields.
What?
When Batman locks the Batmobile,
Yeah.
Shields.
shields. And like
I just remember maybe it
when
was
I lock my door in public, sometimes I go shields.
the soundtrack of that movie. No, wait, it was a later one.
Prince
Kiss
was
from
Prince
a
was
Rose. No,
that was Seal. That was
Seal.
Seal. Kiss
It was
from
a
a Rose.
later one, I
Kiss
think.
from a Rose was with
Mhm.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was Iceman.
That was a good outfit, actually, the Uma Thurman. Like,
That scene where he shot the parents in front of the kid,
ugh.
pulled the pearl necklace off of her.
No, it was, well, obviously it impacted Batman. I mean, that's why he became Batman. So it needed to be a scene. My next question: what's your favorite movie quote?
One of my favorite movie quotes is from Sleepers, and it's at the very end. You hear Jason Patrick say, "The night and the streets were ours, and the future lay sparkling ahead. And we thought we would know each other forever." And it didn't exactly work out that way. And then the other line that Frank Madrano, who plays Fat Man in that movie, had the best lines. You know, if you want a Rolls Royce, you go to England. You want champagne, you go see the French. You need money, you go see a Jew.
I love it. Yeah.
And the funny thing, I was in New York years and years ago when Craig was dancing, and I was walking down by Union Square, and I saw Frank Madrano, but I didn't know his name. I just knew him as Fat Man. And I walked by him, and I thought, should I? I'm going to do it. And I went, "Yo, Fat Man!" And I turned around, and I gave him 2 thumbs up, and he smiled. He got
I love that.
so great.
That's a good
So
one.
great.
We're gonna each do our Oscar speech. Just won an Academy Award, and now you have to accept. Mom, you're gonna go first.
Oh my goodness. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my director, Martin Scorsese. I would like to thank my fellow actors, Bradley Cooper. You guys really, I'm standing here because of you, and I really appreciate it. Love you all. Thank you.
Hey, that's a good one. I like it.
That was good. All right, Liz, you're up.
Am I up next?
Yes,
Okay.
Just won the
I
Academy
don't know if I
Award.
could top that, but I love how they all start with, "It was just such an honor to be nominated." But truly, if I did win an Oscar, I think I would have to thank my family for where I came from and how I am who I am. And probably my acting coach, because there would be a long journey for me to get to where I needed to be. That's it.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jason?
I too would like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my parents, especially my mother. I'd like to thank fellow nominees, and I knew I was going to win because my role was that great. So thank you all, writers.
I like the
Really, you guys made it happen. Nosh of the day.
Oh yeah.
Nosh of the day on this episode is going to be our favorite movie snacks.
Okay.
Popcorn is not included in this snack because after it's going to be what's your popcorn order.
I can't have popcorn anyway because when you get older, your jaw recedes or some shit happens, and half the popcorn is still in my mouth.
And diverticulitis.
Oh no. What?
You got to be careful. You don't eat too much popcorn.
Like, yeah.
First, what's your Nosh of this day?
If I let myself do this, which I wouldn't, I would probably have Twizzlers, and I probably would have M&M peanuts and whatever other shit, all that crap.
What's your Nosh of the day?
Honestly, I remember my mom doing popcorn and pouring the milk duds into the popcorn and then lining the milk duds. That was like a memory.
Really? That's very nice.
Everyone used to get Raisinets. I was underwhelmed.
Love.
Really, I like them, but they weren't my favorite. I guess probably, I don't know, maybe M&Ms.
I would get Twizzlers and M's.
Have you ever tried Red Vines, which is the West Coast version of Twizzlers, which I actually did?
What are they called?
Red Vines.
Are they the tubular little ones that are like? Yeah. I did not like them.
They're different.
Yeah, no.
They're different. For our West Coast audience, it's so big in the West Coast, and it kind of grew on me. I'm curious. We have to do a poll later, Twizzlers or Red Vines, and I'm curious if you're from the East Coast, you like Twizzlers.
I would do Nestle's Crunch Bar. It was those Rice Krispies.
Oh, it was one in the blue.
When I was younger, they were better.
The chocolate was different.
They were better, really. Like If they were as good as they were when I was younger, I'd be eating full bar.
Part of our nosh of the day, which is usually our bagel order, is going to be our popcorn order is.
Okay.
Today, my popcorn is this non-GMO organic lesser evil, but I love popcorn that is salted, and actually I like lightly buttered, but I don't order the lightly buttered because the hands get oily and it's a no-no.
Okay, fair. I like the classic too. A hot popcorn, a little salt, a little bit of butter. But you're right, I don't like greasy. I want it hot. What about you, Robin?
Long that I have been to a movie theater. What are your choices? I mean, what are they putting on? Are they putting caramel or caramel?
You could be buying truffle popcorn. You could get the salted caramel. This is for the movie theater. You're eating popcorn at your house. What's your popcorn order?
I would be eating regular popcorn with lightly butter and salt on it. Regular popcorn.
Microwave? Are you doing the Jiffy Pop on the stove? Are you doing the seeds?
No, Jiffy Pop.
No.
Are you doing Jiffy Pop?
Me? I've done Jiffy Pop before where you shake the thing. But really what I like is you pour the kernels onto the pan with a little olive oil and you let it pop and it's very fresh. It's delicious. Yeah.
Already there's a pan. I gotta clean it.
Yeah, I know. And you have to put it in the pot. You kind of have to put it in the pot.
So to close it out, it's our mitzvah of the day where we take a moment and a break from the hustle.
Okay.
Movie Schmoovies, and we spotlight everyday acts of kindness. And this episode, our advice is to reach out and take someone to the movies and share that experience with them.
I haven't been to the movies in forever. We should go to the movies.
Well, that ends it for our show. We hope you enjoyed Hustle and Schmear's Movie Schmoovies special. For more content, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Hustle and Schmear on Instagram. Liz, Mom, please read us out.
Okay, this was a good one. All right. The hustle is real.
And the schmear is extra.